starts right here. Press play.
Join me. Together we can rule the galaxy far from sun.
I am a Jedi, like my father before me.
This is getting out of hand. Now there are two of them.
Hello there, Space Wizards, Plastic Spacemen, and Rebel Princesses. This is Todd Hoffman. And
Trent Hoffman.
And we're listening to Big T and Little T, a Star Wars podcast. Welcome to episode 238. Today, we're doing our Road to Maul as we look at different criminal underworld organizations. That's like a lot of words together, but it's super cool. We can't do this alone. We need to bring in Greg McLaughlin from the Rebel Base Card Podcast. Welcome to the show.
Yo.
Hello. Thank you for having me on, and happy post C2E2.
I know.
It went
fast. It went fast. Yeah, it went too fast.
The road is long, but the destination is short. That's what I'm saying.
Right. I as we got closer to it, I was like, don't rush it. It's going to be here before you know it, and then it's going to be over. But we had a great time. Did you just go? You went Saturday, right?
Yes, and the only reason I cut it close to the vest is we'd had spring break earmarked for vacation, and we got back Thursday. Normally I go Friday, and go there when it's quieter, get my work done. Yeah. No, I decided to go down Saturday, and boy, I hadn't been into a Saturday in a while, and I don't know whether I'll do another Saturday again. But
Saturdays are crazy.
I don't know. It was like Friday was pretty
Friday was chill.
Then Saturday and Sunday were pretty.
Yes, actually Sunday was pretty busy too. Yeah, it didn't thin out till way after lunch, and then I think it. Yeah. But because that's like a family day, so a lot of kids, But Saturday was pretty involved. It was pretty.
The only thing I was upset about was not that many actors we like.
Yeah, not too many actors. Yeah, there wasn't I found out that like it was like WonderCon or something was happening in California, and there seemed to be a lot of Star Wars. There wasn't a lot of Star Wars presence. Like we were looking at like what kind of actors we would like to meet, and there wasn't really a Star Wars presence. So I was like,
no, we did.
So
I think there was also a Kansas City one, Planet Comic-Con or something like that in Kansas
I think there was
City.
actually, it seemed like there might have been 2 or 3 happening, and I totally get that. Like, they're trying to book this out, and, so, sorry, you probably commit to one, and it's like, oh, you want to do C2? It's like, no, I'm already booked here, so.
It would have been fun if we go to San Diego. That would be crazy.
Have you ever been to San Diego?
I've been to San Diego, not for Comic-Con.
I'm talking about the Comic-Con, the OG.
But that would be something I'm starting to toy with the idea of like going and not worrying about actually being there because of all the things supposedly around it. Like you've been to celebrations and so forth where there's events and things. And I'm like, you could probably just, hang around, go outside. I mean, hey, if you're on the interwebs, you take a couple of pictures in front of the place, no one's going to know. Or like, hey, I'm doing it from here. This is great, and it's like, and then no one's gonna,
were you actually in the building? Like, yeah. It's kind of like I kind of equate it to like a Super Bowl too, because like, I'm like, I might not be able to go to a game, but if I, if the Bears make it, I'm going wherever they're going, and I'm just going to be outside, because there's so much stuff to do, So.
Exactly, which is great because the odds of that actually happening, you could roll with that for many years and go, you know what, when it comes, because and completely go, this would happen until you actually go, but I would say that. You're right. I think going to a San Diego Comic-Con would definitely be cheaper than going to a Super Bowl. But I would say it's probably one of those things you could probably do once.
Yes.
I think, I would say like, imagine like a C2 4 to 5 to 10 times the size.
I know. I just want to go to like one of the big panels, where all, like a Hollywood, whatever movie they're promoting. It'd just be fun to have that kind of experience. And plus, it's like the OG of all Comic Cons.
Is that the biggest one in the world?
I don't know about the world, but it's the biggest one, I think.
It would be the biggest one in the United States, and I would say, yeah, it would be an OG one. If it's like C2, you hang around outside long enough, someone's going to drop their badge. And I've seen it happen at C2 more than once. You'll talk to somebody, like, I guarantee you talk to somebody the whole weekend and went, yeah, someone had to drop their weekend badge. And I feel bad about it, but you're just like, you know what? I bet you if you went, the odds of you getting a badge from outside somewhere, you just wait long enough. Patience. It's a waiting game.
I think it was like 2 years ago, right, Trent? Where, so I got the 501st kind of early access thing. Mm-hmm. So I'm coming in, I get back to the booth. I don't have my badge. I don't know where it's at. And I mean, I wasn't even there. We weren't even there a half an hour, and I lost my badge. But I did write my number on it. So I went down. I was like, look, I just got here. I went into the floor. I don't have it. Somebody picked it up, but no one's called me. And they're like, after I like kind of fake cried or whatever, like, then they're like, okay, yeah, we got this. But then somebody did call me. And so I actually had an extra, they found my original badge.
Yeah.
Hand to God, I would say for all the years I've done podcasts,
yes,
and been on podcasts and done it, that's the first time I've heard an incredibly useful piece of information for a Read Pop badge. Put your phone number on it. Because if lost, text.
Yeah. And that's what they did. They said, we have your badge. We're at booth, whatever. So I went to pick them up.
I think it was.
I was like, thank you. He's like, it was just laying there. I was like, I know. I'm sorry.
And you know what? The additional information is, who doesn't peel that stupid sticker, the activation sticker off? You could put your number on that, slap that thing on the back, and then just write in pen if lost.
Yeah, I know.
Because that's what they're going to do. Everybody's just going to kind of like flip it over and look at it. Oh my gosh.
So I always put like on Trent's, like, actually, like I just put, like, I actually have it right here. I just like put the number, put the deets on there, and just like, hey, if you find it.
And it's okay that he's adopted. We're not going to talk about that.
Right. Why does he have a different last name? I don't understand.
Dad, why'd you put this on my badge?
Yeah, I'm a grown boy now. So
Smith and Hoffman.
Yeah, right.
Why is my name Andrew Smith? Son,
I don't know.
What?
So, Greg, we podcasted together before, but I don't know if you've officially been on our show.
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah.
You think?
I think
I
so.
hope so.
I think
I
it's
hope
been a
so.
long
I hope this
time.
is not our first one.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
I think we have been on the. I've definitely seen the. Now we may have been on when Trent might not have been on.
Right.
Yeah.
That's true.
It might have just been a big T.
Yeah.
Right, Rebel base card, but
right. Yeah. And I know we did something with Ro. I think that was the last time that was a while ago about.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
Yeah. So, but here we are.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you're right. I just don't want to be like, oh, we didn't ask you all the questions.
Yeah.
So, but like,
I looked at the sheet. I looked at the sheet.
You looked at the sheet.
Semi-ready.
Yeah. You're ready. Okay. So actually, you brought this up.
All right.
You're like, I was like, hey, I want to have you on the show, and you're like, I love crime. Let's talk about
I love crime.
I love crime.
The crime syndicate. So again, we're going to talk about Mall in just a little bit because it was amazing. But it's kind of we've been picking apart Mall as we get closer, and now we're here finally. But it is kind of interesting to see crime syndicate stuff, and people are not so familiar with everything. So I thought it'd be cool. It's a great subject that we can kind of talk about crime and other things.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. Okay. So what makes Star Wars Underworld so compelling compared to Jedi Sith conflict?
I think definitely in terms of, okay, so let's say with Book of Boba Fett, Skeleton Crew, and Maul Shadow Lord.
Mm-hmm.
notwithstanding Clone Wars. I
Yeah.
think there is a lot more gray area that you can cover. You can have anti-heroes, you can have arcs. I mean, you can bring in a larger range of without galactic shattering events. Because of course, if you pull a Jedi into it, they're going to go back to the Jedi Council. If you're going to capture a Jedi, then they're going to go back to So I think, and just in looking in some of your questions, I think there's just so much more there, and something and stuff that we'll definitely hit on in a little bit about how things are where they are, right, and what makes
Yeah.
a thing, But I would say that, you know, I think Clone Wars did so much to sort of get us ready for. I mean, like Legends books aside, yes, because we
Yeah.
had Tales from Jabba's Palace and all this kind of
Yeah.
stuff, the bounty hunters. But I would say that Clone Wars really kind of set the stage because it wasn't all just Anakin, Obi-Wan, and Ahsoka. They did a lot of
They mixed
stories
it
and they
up.
branched out. They mixed
Yeah.
it up, and I think that begot when you think of Bad Batch, when you think of like
Well,
I'm
Bad
just thinking
Batch,
like
they have
Scum.
like a gun for hire type thing as well. They're working
Exactly.
with
Like bounty hunters.
they're like basically bounty
Right.
hunters at that point.
And Mando, like, I mean, gosh, there's a movie coming out, right? So
Heard
I
of
think
it.
they had set this. Heard of it? Yeah, heard of it. It rings a bell.
Yeah.
But I would just say that like we even saw how successful that Mando character arc has been through at least its 3 seasons, and then into the movie where here's a guy who's a gun for hire, not really a good guy, not really a bad guy,
Yep.
but and all
A
of
guy.
a sudden a guy,
A guy.
a guy and a kid.
Yeah.
So I just think there's a lot more there, and we've seen it even in the comics because they've been able to expand on Solo, a Star Wars story, that brought a lot of like some of the Pikes into it, and
Yeah.
Crimson Dawn and all that,
Yeah.
and even Maul. So we were kind of ready. I think we were really as primed for Maul Shadow Lord as we are ever going to be.
Yep. All right. When you think of, I'm gonna ask Trent this first, and then Greg can. When you think of crime in Star Wars, what's the first image or character that comes to mind for you, Trent?
Pikes.
What?
Pikes.
Pikes. Okay. Greg, what comes to mind?
It's going to be Jabba, but that
Yeah.
shows you where you enter into Star Wars at and what really strikes.
Yeah. I would agree with you
Like
because
crime stuff?
I'm old school,
Yeah.
so I would say Jabba first of all.
The
you
reason
know.
why I said Pikes is because like crime, there's
The-
like, all
yeah,
different
they're
bounty
not-
hunter- but they mostly get involved with like the spice and
The
drugs.
spice.
So
Yeah.
I know like
Mhm.
that's a lot of things that like in Solo
Yeah.
there was just a bunch of people mining for it or whatever, like
Yeah.
slaves or whatever
On
they
Kessel.
Yeah.
were.
Yeah.
Kessel.
Yeah.
Wasn't what's it called?
Glittersome, or there's a bunch of different drugs
Yeah.
out there, death
Yeah.
sticks.
I wonder what I actually would like to see what the symptoms are of like how
like
I think we did do that for
we were looking at, you're like, Dad, what are the drugs of Star Wars? I'm like, I don't know if this is really the best subject to talk through, but yeah, there's a couple of different ones.
spice, death
Spice,
sticks.
yeah, death sticks, glittersome.
Would you rather him say, Dad, what is heroin? And you're like, whoa.
Right,
Man,
right.
look at the time.
Whoa. What can I get on Ryloth? Like, okay, let's talk through that a little bit,
I should say
All right.
Ryloth or Rockford. Oh, that's another story.
Right. So,
My apologies to the community. of
how would
Rockford,
how would you rank? You mentioned all of them: the Hut Cartel, Crimson Dawn, Black Sun, and the Pike Syndicate are kind of like the major ones. Do you have a ranking for those?
I saw that and I almost wanted to put in Asian Dawn because it's a Die Hard reference, but because Hans Gruber read about it in Time magazine. But I in looking at this ahead of time, I would say the Hut Cartel to me is probably the largest, and I would say because
No pun intended.
Me sucker.
I'm a dad.
I would
have to
say
throw in some
almost
dad
that
jokes.
what? Because I was thinking because Crimson Dawn is Maul and Dryden Voss. Because I was at one point we talked about because Dryden goes under that. I would almost go Hut and then Pike Syndicate and then Crimson Dawn Black Sun. I would say just because I don't really know how big the Pike Syndicate is, but I see it all over the place, and I go
There's
it
a lot-
must
yeah.
have a large influence.
Yes. Yeah, I mean,
And do they have to wear that special mask for like so you don't get high or something or like whatever?
I don't know. I mean, yeah.
They always wear.
I mean, They are masked pretty much all in Clone Wars. I mean, we get to see them unmasked in Book of Boba and Solo, or Solo. I think they even have masks on. I don't know. They need it
Because
for
I wonder on their home planet, I wouldn't think that they would need to, but I would say anywhere there's probably like an oxygen atmosphere
yeah,
for
or
them.
mixture of that, they probably need that.
Yeah.
just like our boy Plo Koon.
I've seen him what he looks like in the comics. It's so like he looks different.
No, we you need the mask on, brother.
You need the mask.
He looks a little bit. He looks not so friendly.
Well, you need that. Sometimes you need the mask, you
I
know.
know.
What syndicate feels more real world mafia?
Ooh. Real world mafia.
I read like, oh, yeah.
I would say, well, if real world, I would probably say, would I go Pike? That's an interesting question. Because I don't, because with the Hutts, and I would say with Maul, right? You have you have these very larger than life and very powerful, physically powerful. I would say with the Pikes, because there may be stronger families or factions, but it would probably be more group oriented because you wouldn't have like a super Pike unless there's a legend story out there that didn't really make it too far, and you'd be like, like was it like I don't know, the Super Scroll or something like that? That's
Well, what do you think it would be based off of in like real life though? Like,
Yeah, I mean, well, I'm thinking more. I mean, I don't know much about real life mafias.
Yeah, what do you know about mafia there, Todd?
I don't really know about real life mafias, but I'm talking about like TV mafias, like Sopranos or
like Kingpin.
Yeah, Kingpin, right, from Daredevil, yes, and Spider-Man, yes.
It's those metro stops in Cicero that I'm asking you about, Todd. This train makes a 15-minute stop in Cicero.
Right. It's kind of, I mean, I almost think it's Huts because it's large families. They don't like each other. A lot of them don't play nice with each other. I think that has potential there, but honestly, any one of them, you know. All right, who's the ultimate crime boss?
I got one in my head.
Are we going Jabba the Hutt, Maul, or Dryden Voss?
Well, as I kind of was thinking earlier, Voss is under Maul, so to me it's between Maul and Jabba.
You have to think about
ultimate crime boss. I would say Jabba may be the more successful, but he also, it's funny, both of them really buy it. Because even as we're gonna be seeing in Maul Shadow Lord, there's Maul isn't at the place he was, and so he had a bit of a fall before he kind of comes back. So, Jabba has that one kind of cliff he falls off, or skiff he falls off, if you want to. But
dad joke.
But I would say up until that point, going pretty good. I mean, he had a long
he had a good run.
As you see him, he's definitely where he is before Phantom Menace starts. So
that's true.
You got to also think about I
didn't think about that. He's Phantom Menace. Till Return, basically.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty good run.
Yeah,
it's a good run.
Yeah, I also have to think about he did from Phantom Menace to Return of the Jedi. He did he asked Boba to get Han. That was a major part with like kind of mafia ish, like getting people getting information from them. That was a big thing.
Yeah.
With Maul, we don't really see much, but we don't know if he got any information from hiring people though. You know what I mean?
I mean, if we kind of like how Maul kind of reshapes it, he gets in with the Mandalorians and wedges himself in Mandalore and basically takes a faction of the Death Watch and they become his, really. Because again, at that point in Clone Wars, the Mandalorians are peaceful with Satine and all that stuff, and then
Death
Maul
Watch
kills Maul is out for Obi-Wan, so he kills Satine to try to drive Obi-Wan over, basically. And I think he's systematic of who he's trying to.
He's really precise of who he's trying to.
Yeah. Yeah, and again, not to steal the thunder of the mall, what we saw in Shadow Lord, but he's doing the same thing. He's like he started low and just like making his way up again, you know. So
Well, plus, having those Mando and those Mando, I mean, they're very, they're in factions and they respect strength. And they go, you know what? I think their code goes, well, he, regardless of where he is now, he had done X, Y, and Z. So
yeah,
as you see with Rook, and
yeah,
some of the leftover, Maul faction there with them.
yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
I
It's
think
interesting.
he definitely is shaking up the underworld.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that.
Yeah, no doubt about that.
To go on to I was just going
Yeah.
to say, just to go on what Trent was saying, had I actually finished the War of the Bounty Hunters comic series, because they were across a lot of the comic books,
Yeah.
I only had a few of them. I think some of those questions might have been answered because I know they expounded upon the, like Han Solo's, journey to Jabba's palace and all that.
Oh,
And
okay.
all the bounty hunters kind of go off. It's one of those where it's like that's a trade paperback
Yeah.
that I can find cheap one of these days because the individual books were there was a lot through that. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
Is Jabba the Hutt more powerful politically or culturally?
I'll probably say culturally.
I mean, he's ingrained in Tatooine.
Yeah.
Like he's like
That's his main.
that's his main.
His main hideout. His main.
And they love. I mean, in Phantom Menace, they're cheering him on.
Yeah.
And even though he takes a little nappy nap, he's like, "Hey, man, that's pretty cool."
Do you think Stinky was there when Phantom Menace was there?
Stinky
Yeah.
would have
Right,
not been there because remember, Stinky shows up in Clone Wars. Maybe he tiny. I don't know.
Maybe a little.
that's a good question of like how old they are, but
Yeah.
Like kind of like a
Yeah, I
Grogu
would-
thing. Like he's like 50, but he's like.
No, I think
two.
he's a baby when Ahsoka and Anakin.
Yeah, but they say roughly with him, and he's like 50 years old.
Oh, with Grogu, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
Maybe I don't know. The
He
Hutt.
still got white hair when he's like.
I mean,
2.
he ripped now.
I don't know, dude.
He had daddy Hutt, man. He like.
He's like.
I'm
It brings
interested
up
to
a good-
see. I'm interested to see how that comes out.
He's like, I
but-
got the bias.
Yeah, I'm huge.
You got the
I'm
bias
huge.
size abs.
I never thought a Hutt would be ripped, but here we are. That was not on my bingo card,
I'm just trying to think how fast they are. Probably not even fast, but like,
dude.
it's still a
It's-
slug.
Yeah, when
A
you're
ripped
a
slug is still a
slug,
slug.
or like when you're a big person, it takes a while to build up that muscle because you're big.
yeah.
So I don't know, man.
I
Also,
think it'll be interesting to see what the movie shows us about like more of the Hutt.
Oh
Because I think some of these answers will come because somehow he's gotten into the fighting pits of sorts, and I think we definitely have seen the twins, and so maybe we'll get a little more. I mean, movies tend to kind of gloss over things like that,
Yeah.
but I would say
Yeah.
that without saying, I think we might get an idea of just how big the Hutt verse really is,
Yeah.
and how much they influence.
Yeah, because like in Clone Wars, we get to see the Hutt cartel. They're in holograms and they kind of
Oh, that's
meet
right.
together, and so there are some really good episodes. That's where like
Yeah.
Zero the Hutt and Snice Noodles and
It's nice.
all the things.
The funny thing was, I remember with the Hutts that the girl was she just wherever the one Hut, she's like, I don't know if she likes Jabba or she's like his cousin or something. You know what I'm talking about? Like she's colorful purple.
Yeah, that's Zero. I think that's Zero the Hutt.
How didn't like somehow Anakin kill her or something, or somehow she died?
I have to check my Clone War references. I don't know.
But I remember somehow the clones or Obi-Wan.
I think they do. I
they
mean,
go in and talk to her.
they go to the swamp or something, right? There's that big one in the swamp. Remember that guy?
Oh yeah.
He was ugly.
Hmm.
I don't know.
But the weird thing was like, if we're talking about how fast they go, they have to have like the
They have to have the
shuttle thing.
repulsor sled.
But if you like also like
Ah.
snails, they show up out of nowhere. Like they're just bam, they're there.
Yeah, I mean, but remember, like Book of Boba, like with the twins, they're on like a big old. It's kind of like Egyptian almost. Like they're like kind of dragged
I don't even-
in, and they're nice and slow.
I'm just trying to figure out how did Stinky get so ripped in the half bones and just
We don't know. Hey,
baddies.
we need. You know what we need from Mando Grogu? We need like a Stinky montage, like Rocky.
Dun, 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 dun,
Like
dun,
he's
dun.
in Russia, dude. That's my favorite one. That's my favorite one.
If he goes up to Mando, goes, "I must break you." I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I
just
will
like,
break-
I'm gonna be in tears. I'm gonna be in tears.
Just like
Yeah,
It's so beautiful.
all the Rocky montages are the greatest, but I don't know.
in
It's
Ru-
something.
No, I
It's
think
something
it
about the
was
Russia one.
Was it Russia or Alaska?
Russia.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're in Russia. But I do like the first one when he's cooking.
And
When
he
he
just
is
boom, boom,
cooking
boom, boom.
on the docks. Oh
The
gosh,
other one with
gets me every time. I'm
With
like,
Apollo when they're just running, trying to beat each other.
yeah,
On
in
the
the
beach.
sand, and then Rocky beats him. Oh,
See, I'm telling you, you got to fire up the Rocky IV soundtrack, and you go, "Oh, you know what? Right. So Rocky IV
yeah,
is the Ivan Drago, right?
right.
We saw that on Christmas Day in the theater when it came out.
Wow.
And what was funny is I went with some friends of mine. This is many, many years ago, but two of them were already in the military. And during when the anthems and stuff are going on, they kind of like they're in their civilian clothes and they kind of lean over, going, "You know what? If we were in uniform, we'd have to stand up and salute as these anthems are being played." But that's what I
Wow.
remember. Yeah, it was Christmas and there was nothing going on. They're like, "Hey, we're gonna go watch Rocky IV."
It's a very American.
It's so American.
Oh my
so
gosh.
American.
But it sucks when Apollo dies and
Yeah.
then
Spoiler.
Rocky-
Spoiler.
Spoiler.
Apollo dies.
For those of you who haven't seen what is
I don't know, man. It's so it perfectly encompasses the 80s,
Yeah.
like Cold War.
Oh, yeah.
We don't like them. They even have the Gorbachev like look-alike. I mean,
He would have been probably a really good what's it called Guile. Guile.
who Guile? Ivan Drago?
I mean
He's more Zangief than he's Guile, bro.
I mean if the hair wise
Well, hair-wise, yeah, but
But
yeah,
facial
I guess you could
structure.
say yeah.
but
But Guile's a
little bit shorter.
shorter.
Yeah,
He
well-
kind of has the Wolverine thing going
Yeah, he's
on.
got-
He's short.
You know what I think they should do is in Mando and Grogu when they're in the fighting pit, you have that hollow James Brown living in America, that kind of thing. But
Yeah.
you can do it in Huttese. I mean, you could because what they did for like the Skeleton Crew, right? They did I don't know. They did that song from the 80s, and
They did that song from the 80s. They did. I mean, they brought back the holiday special and the Skeleton Crew. That was
awesome.
That was tight. Okay.
That was awesome.
Are bounty hunters like Boba Fett and Cad Bane truly independent or just tools of a bigger syndicate?
I was going to go with independent, but I'm going to say tools of, because I think once you start dealing with these factions, even though, they kind of go, I think somehow you get tied in.
Boba's smart because he's kind of on retainer of both. Like he's tight with the Empire, he's tight with Darth Vader, and he's tight with our man Jabba the Hutt. He's kind of playing both sides. He's getting a 2-for-1 deal. He's like, okay, I'm working for Vader, but then I can cash in my chips to Hutt, and I get a double the. Basically, he's getting a multiplier.
But
He's
with
doing
Cad-
multiplier stuff,
honestly,
man. Yeah.
But with Cad Bane, he's kind of a tool more. He's more of a tool, but he's independent. He's more a tool than independent. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I almost think like when we get to A New Hope, it feel like Boba Fett's like on retainer with,
Right.
and then with Jabba the Hutt, because in Return of the Jedi he's just hanging out. Like, you need me, Jabba? I'm here. If not, I'm kind of like protecting you.
Yeah.
He's
I mean, if he's
downstairs in the
independent,
game room.
honestly,
Yeah.
if he's independent, I am not staying in Jabba's palace. I'm sorry.
Well, maybe it's got like one of those like video poker rooms like they have. And
Yeah, maybe he's really into sports betting or something.
He's taking a break from like, oh man, the machines are killing me tonight, and he's just waiting for it to kind of rotate back around.
No, it's like he's playing against droids, just like poker. He's like double aces, or like in like or like somehow he like what's it called? Like he's got a really crappy card, and the robot has like aces or something. It's kind of like
he just shoots him
like a western.
Yeah.
Bang,
bang, bang,
bang.
bang. Okay. How does the bounty hunter code compare to organized crime loyalty?
How does the bounty hunter code?
I would say bounty hunter's more like bounty hunter is your little loosey goosey, but with
Well,
with the other what was the other one?
crime, like the crime
Right.
organized crime loyalty.
I mean, you have to be loyal to the crime. Bounty hunters, you can be like iffy with them.
Yeah,
and
but there's
do the
still
job.
some kind of code, like, when we meet Mando and we got Grief, like he's doing the pucks, and there's still like, hey, I gotta distribute this to the guild. You can't just give it all to one.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Sometimes with Crime Syndicate, Boba's on retainer with Jabba, and he's just working. He doesn't have to worry about the guild,
It
if you
would be
will.
cool if somebody somehow made like an animation of another Boba series, but with like him especially just going after bounties the whole time, or like with it would be interesting instead of like him like 40 years later. And the crazy thing, it was only 3 days later he came out. It was like not even that long.
Of what?
The Sarlacc.
Don't talk
Sarlacc
about
pit.
that. Don't.
Yeah,
talk
it was
about
like 3-4
Don't
days.
talk-
or
I don't.
something.
I don't want to talk about it. It's the worst thing in Book of Boba Fett. The worst thing. I waited 30 something years, and you give me 2 minutes.
What I also saw several years ago.
The scars run
Ugh.
deep, Trent. Scars
Ugh.
run deep.
I know.
I just sigh heavily.
There's
saw this-
your thumbnails. Some keyframe to this episode right there is just Todd just going, perfect. There we go. See, that's it. You just do that like that little hollow over it, and
Perfect.
I mean, I love Boba Fett so
2,000 extra
much,
views
but
just on that keyframe.
yeah, I love Boba Fett so much, but that
But with the what's it called?
with the Stormtrooper, it's so dumb. Yeah,
So what
everything about
I
it is so
saw
dumb.
was a thing where maybe they did something, or maybe I'm getting deja vu, but I remember he has this whole thing where he sees a stormtrooper, a C-3PO unit, and he's just like scared. He's like, "What the heck?" He's like, he's trying to find a way out. He goes around. He's looking around. He comes back, blows it up, and goes back out. But, like he goes to find something, comes back, blows it up.
Yeah,
It's
that's
out.
not a Book of Boba Fett.
I know.
He takes a hit from a stormtrooper helmet, which is not realistic either. Brother.
We have definitely touched a nerve here.
Oh,
we have
gosh.
definitely touched
All right, we
a
got to
nerve
move
when
on
it comes-
because, like, I will.
Been waiting 40 years.
Woulda, coulda, shoulda. That is Book of Boba Fett right there.
Right.
Honestly.
Okay. Does Din Djarin
Mhm.
change how we view bounty hunters?
This was not on the list, by the way. I just want you to say, I was like, yeah, I like these curves that you're throwing, but it wasn't on the list you sent.
We weren't. It wasn't on the list to talk about Rocky, but here we are, Ran.
That's true. Yeah, that was a long trade ride back home today. Obviously, we have made Doc 2.0.
Honestly. Like from before he met Grogu, he was more what's it called?
He was by the book. He was loyal to the Mandalorian,
Mhm.
loyal to what do they call their little? What's the little?
Yeah, right. I had the word that was hitting my tongue was conclave. I'm like, that's not it. It starts with maybe a C. But it's not conclave because that gets you a new pope.
No.
Pulvert? No, something like that.
Culvers.
Culver.
I'll take
Culvers?
Wait, did you say the Pope?
Yeah, he did.
That's what the conclave is not about, my young man.
He's a Chicago.
Everybody goes in a room, locks the doors, throws up some smoke, and we get a new pope. Anyway,
But hey, he's from Chicago.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
love that. He's like from Chicago.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing. Do you think beef should be dipped?
Oh.
That is the
Whoa.
should come back.
whoa! I think this is more controversial
Yeah, right.
than the Boba Fett Book of Boba Fett take. I think
right.
we're gonna have a sucker
Now you're
break
talking
out
about you're talking about beef.
The beef. Or like,
Hey, we're Chicago. We gotta talk about this. I don't like a soggy sandwich, so I would say partially dipped, not fully dipped.
Be
It's
careful,
like-
Trent. One wrong move, you're staying with Grandma.
Yeah, right. You're off the podcast,
You're
bro.
He's baiting you. Careful.
Yeah, like
just slowly.
It's a
if you're
trap.
folding pizza, you're out of here.
That's a
bro.
New Yorkin thing.
Yeah.
That's New York.
I have
I know.
no son.
I disowned him.
Enclave.
Enclave.
Enclave. That's it.
My
It
thing with the
doesn't covert. The Navarro covert. There you go.
Okay. See,
You're
it was a
right.
C word.
Yeah, enclave, covert. Okay, we got the covert. Okay.
Covert sound better though.
honestly,
I know.
I'm not-
Yeah, exactly.
I heard what's it called that not heard we were talking about somehow that in like my thing is how like probably to myself, but I was thinking one day I was like,
You talking to yourself?
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, how would he become what's it called, a father role model and still be a bounty hunter? Just, like he's like that's a hard thing to really think about.
I honestly
Daddy's
think that's
gun.
why he's doing he's basically doing the good guy bounty hunting in this movie.
Yeah.
Like at the end he's like, "Hey, we're just going to do good guy stuff now."
Yeah.
And
And I saw
Mhm.
what's it called that like in the trailer. I think it was when I was talking to myself in spirit.
Spirit.
In spirit.
Frozen
And
custard
for spirit,
or ice
and for-
cream?
yeah, for spirit.
Frozen custard or ice cream?
Right. Right.
I was thinking like he come out. He says, "I'm not gonna be around."
Oh yeah. I have a hot
Uh,
He's
my-
gonna live many generations before.
my hot take is like if you want just like Rogue One, man, if Din Djarin goes down, that would be epic. Epic. It would be such a bold move.
I mean, Dave. Do you know?
We trust Dave. We trust.
In
Dave we trust. And John. Yeah, it's John.
I love the one video when I think they were filming or doing Star Killer for the video game, and Filoni's like, "Oh, take whatever," and he's like, "You know that blah 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 is."
Oh, you're talking about the
like Sam Witwer. And
Sam Witwer one up Dave.
yeah,
Yeah.
and he's like, "What?" And he checks back, and he's like, and the girl's like, just in awe. She's like,
You just out Star Wars Dave.
Like I've never seen something.
Sam is up there. He's ultra nerd. I love it. But let's get back to the question.
Sure.
Did
Sure.
Djarin change how we view bounty hunters? Greg, what do you think?
Sure as heck did. And I would say that, you bring up a good point as far as like how we see Boba Fett has definitely been impacted by the Mandalorian, because as we kind of know without knowing, I think there was movement on a Boba Fett movie before the Disney Plus, before the series. And so I think that Mando kind of stole Boba Fett's thunder. So in some ways,
And-
Boba took one for the team, as it were.
And he took another one for the team. Another nerve. Star Wars 1313, the video game that was going to be like Uncharted, but in space, and it was going to be about Boba Fett. And in fact,
Fett.
one of the coolest things is that the concept art for Boba Fett in Star Wars 1313 is identical to Din Djarin. Like,
Oops.
just
I'm glad we're getting this out. I think we're processing
It's like
a
a
lot
therapy
of
Therapy.
This
Yeah.
is why we have podcasting, so we can have
Therapy.
therapy sessions. Like,
Exactly.
You know, if you have a good set of friends, they'll tell you what's wrong with you. You don't need to go pay.
well, yeah. And now we're just saying some things that it's right. That was supposed to come out right when the Disney merger happened, and they
Oh.
basically said, yeah. So there's an unfinished game
No, I would love
that
to
or
go.
pretty close to finished game.
I would love to finish the game.
That you know what? If we're switching to Marvel, like that's a what if thing. Like, can I get the timeline where Star Wars 1313 is like
You know,
playable
I
and
would work at.
I
I
would-
would work at
well-
Disney just to release it.
yeah.
if you want to talk about games, right? So I was huge into Disney Infinity. I got it right at the end from a
dude.
coworker of mine. I have all the Star Wars toys, but when you
Same.
see the unreleased Rogue One set, figures and so forth, and you're just like, I am crushed, because there was a Baze Malbus that looked super dope. And yeah,
Dude.
we were, and Moana, Moana had they had everything ready to go because there was a lot of promotional material and things like that and the figures and so forth. And then of course there was a Hera figure that was probably going to that you see concept art and stuff for. And so we were months away for some super dope gaming, but Disney pulled the plug on it right after the third edition.
This is somewhat related, and I'm not, and it's related to Jabba. Okay, so
hear me out.
Hear me out.
Hear
This
me
is
out.
not too much of a tangent. In Star Wars Infinity, you go to Jabba's palace,
Yes, I
Mhm.
remember.
and they have Jar Jar in carbonite.
Yes, I remember that. Yes.
But there's
That's right.
two animals' heads next to Jar Jar, and I'm like,
Tauntaun.
Tauntaun's one of them, and then there's another one, and I was like, is that in Jabba's palace? And so, deep cut, there is, next to Han Solo, there is a Tauntaun head,
Yeah.
which is
Wow.
super baller move for Jabba. He's like, dude, I'm on a desert planet. Look at that winter animal right there.
It's like a Midwestern thing. Look at my bucks.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
2 tree deer over there.
Yeah.
Creature over there.
And-
Oh,
and
that's
then-
a 6-pointer over there, right there. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
it's
And then
totally
there's
not
the
their accent.
other beast is featured very briefly in A New Hope when they're going to the cantina.
Yeah.
There's some kind of beast outside. Not the dewback, but something else. I forget what it's called,
Look it
but
up. This is why we have the
this is
internet.
why we have the internet, because
This is why we have the internet.
yeah, internet. What is the beast? It's got a weird name because it's, you know.
And you know what's funny is I just like it wasn't that many months ago that I broke out Disney Infinity and I went through that first whole thing for the New Hope one. You know, where you had to go back to Jabba's palace. That's why when you were saying like, oh, that's right, Jar Jar was in carbonite, and you had to go through, and then you're trying to figure out
Look at the
like
image.
what is it I have to finish. That's the problem with kicking up like an old game like that.
I
Unlike
remember.
say the Fallen Order. stuff.
Dude, we were searching for Minox like nobody's business,
No.
brother.
I
love-
remember.
I
Spawn-
love that they had the little suction cup. Oh man.
Wait, can I see an image what they look like?
No, I didn't pull it up. We got to move on,
Can
but
we
I'll
just
find
for
it.
half a second.
I don't know. It doesn't. It's trying. It's
No,
telling me
what?
Rancor.
X.
It's Rancor. Yeah, it's not the Rancor.
If this isn't in a promo for Big Ten Little Too Soon, I love this team building that you two you've got. I mean, this is polished stuff after years of doing this pod. This is the fruits of doing this
Yeah.
podcast.
That's right.
together.
That's right. Okay. How does the rise of Empire impact crime groups? Did it help or hurt them?
After
I
what?
loved this question, and that's why I was hoping because I think it makes it worse.
Really?
Because
Okay.
I think with the Republic had, eons to build and govern, even though you have Outer Rim, right? There's
Yeah.
what you can manage. I think after the destruction of the Republic and the Empire, which consolidates but rules, much more in a so commerce is not really flowing, planets are being, pinned down and you can even in seeing some of the Maul Shadow Lord where you're seeing like these corporate worlds that are like really weird that if the Empire comes in. So I do think that the crime syndicates aren't necessarily, although the Empire loves to promote order, I don't think they're the biggest priority, especially for the Emperor. I do think that these ones proliferate, and then when the New Republic gets in, I think it makes it that much harder because now the New Republic has to deal with the Imperial remnants and where there's been a vacuum, right? If we want to bring in old Aristotle, nature abhors a vacuum. I think it was made worse.
He name dropped Aristotle, people.
There we go.
Wow.
Big time.
So what was the question again? You lost me at the first question.
What
we
question?
talking
What are we
about?
talking about here? Does the Empire impact crime? Does it help or hurt them?
Oh, okay. Then he said no.
Right.
I mean,
I
after the fall of the Empire,
well, at the fall of the Empire now, like Greg said, it actually increases because
Yes.
crime. But I don't like. But if you think when we meet. There is an Imperial presence, but the only reason there's an Imperial presence on Tatooine is because of the droids, because of what happened with Princess Leia and
True.
all that. So there wasn't really much of an Imperial presence. So I would say Jabba has control of that planet, and he has
True.
that control of the planet even in the Republic with, like that's a Hutt planet or whatever. Rick
But
Oley.
Tatooine is in the Outer Rim, though.
That's
But if
true.
you think about who's the weakest government of those three, the New Republic, the Empire, or the New Republic, and I would say you'd probably argue that the New Republic, as we're probably going to see someone, is the weaker of the three entities.
Yes. Yeah.
New Republic.
Yeah.
So that probably means that although there's crime throughout, then I would say that probably the crime syndicates probably flourish even more so during the New Republic than the Empire or the.
Yeah, you're right. Because again, bounty hunting not really associated with crime syndicates. So
True.
like when Vader calls in our famous, Empire Strikes Back, he got some bounty hunters.
And they're all in a circle.
Oh.
And you just see what's like a Bosk foot and the
You got a good boss. You got a good boss. You used to have a good boss.
Yeah.
Can you do it or no?
Probably
Not on command.
Probably not. I usually what's it called?
I'm not a monkey dad.
Yeah, I'm not a monkey. I'm a real boy, and my name's Anakin.
My thing is, I could probably do it. I just have to have.
When we were playing Battlefront a lot, you would Bosk. Yeah, I love Bosk.
We need another. That would be fun.
What?
The Bosk TV show or movie.
Oh, a TV show?
We need a dirge.
Dude,
number one,
yeah.
we need a dirge. Number one, nothing else. We need dirge.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
I'm grabbing screenshots. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I love this show.
Oh, man. Okay. Why are places like Mos Eisley Cantina so iconic to the underworld vibe?
I mean, if you think about the time that Star Wars was released,
Yes.
it's the 70s, it's grittier, it's dirtier, it's Dog Day Afternoon.
Mhm.
And you can kind of, I think George was right, even because when he was in Elstrian and shooting, he's like, I need more creatures. I need more. He had this grand vision.
Yeah.
And it really sets up. I mean, you're setting up a place where you find Han Solo, and it really is like, yeah. And when you're thinking, like, what did Ben Kenobi say? You'll never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy.
Villainy.
Everybody, like, villains are sexy. I mean, that's what I'm gonna say. So,
They're sexy, man. I know.
Trent and I were talking about this. I'm telling you what, if you want to geek hard, when this 50th anniversary 4K A New Hope comes out, and Han shoots first, you're gonna get a standing ovation, dude. I mean that alone. I mean, it just
hits different.
It no pun intended.
It does hit different, doesn't it?
It hit different.
It hit different
because he's a gunslinger.
Because he's not doing this weird jig thing, and
no McClunky.
He's like Arthur Morgan,
and there's no McClunkies. This is just straight up, bada bing, bada boom.
And I also
how you doing? I'm gonna stand up. I'm gonna be standing up. I'll be like, like a slow clap. Man.
Everybody's like, can you please stand up?
Nope. I'm standing up for 5 minutes.
Can you tell your father not to clap during murder?
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah. Wait a minute.
Oh.
I saw the same.
I just love it. He flips a coin to the bartender. Oh, it's so good.
Sorry for the mess.
I think it was New Hope it is with Cloud City's New Hope or am I?
Oh, it's Empire. Come on.
Okay.
Give me your Star Wars card. Come on. Give it to me.
Give me the coin back.
No, we didn't know some names. I didn't know.
I always flip those.
Coverts or Culvers or whatever it was for Boba Fett or for
those.
Mandalorian.
I heard in 1980 when Darth Vader's coming out, he's like, "Prepare my shuttle."
That's not in the original.
No, he says, "Prepare my death." He says, "My Star Destroyer." He says,
"Yeah, but it's not even in the first cut, bro."
It's so stupid.
Yeah,
it's like prepare my ship for my arrival, and he says, "Prepare my
Star Destroyer
for my arrival," and they cut that out. I think that's what's it called? They edit out because it was like maybe they didn't like it. Maybe I know they did that with
George
Boba.
did some weird things. It's his movie. He could do whatever he wants, but
He
I
was having
know-
a bad hair day, and he's go, you know what? That's he was walking past somebody watching that in their cube, and he's
Yeah.
like, you know what? That's got to go. That's
yeah.
got to go.
Han
And you're the
Solo,
one that's going to have to
I
dub
want
that.
Greedo to shoot first. Greedo is not going to get up on Han Solo. Han Solo's like, no.
He's
no.
Arthur Morgan.
Some poor intern at Lucasfilm had to go track down, the voice of Vader. He had to go track down, like James Earl Jones. He's like, where's I don't care. This is your job. You
Yeah.
want a job at Lucasfilm? Go track down James Earl Jones. And that kid spent the entire summer tracking down James Earl Jones. And James is like, this is literally one line. This is what you want to do. He's like, yes. I'm sorry. I don't know.
Yes, sir. Please.
And
I want a
also-
job.
Oh man. Okay.
And wait.
What?
An Empire Strikes Back.
We're trying to have an interview here, dude.
You know what? I do not care. In Empire Strikes Back, they changed Bubba's voice from a really
Yes.
clear to raspy, and it's like
Well, no, they changed it to
like it was not raspy as like he's like it's not clear. It's like really what's it called? Yeah, raspy. It would be like not really clear. It's like really distorted.
well, they changed it to Django.
What do you mean?
He redid the lines. What's his name? Tara. I want to say Tiramisu. That's not his name. Jango Fett, Merritt Morrison, whatever his name is, Tiramisu.
Tiramisu. So wrong.
Also featured in Moana.
Tamora Morrison is his name.
Tamora Morrison, thank you. See, Greg's keeping us official here.
Honestly.
Okay, if you lived in a galaxy far, far away, Greg, would you be working for a crime syndicate? Is that appealing to you?
Would I tell you if I was?
No.
No.
Question.
Hmm. Well, I don't, I don't know if my head would fit into the Pike helmet, so I don't know if I would be on the Pike side.
Yeah.
I think the whole Crimson Dawn, where you've got the, a little more maybe open area. You just got to watch out for Dryden Voss when he gets upset and the lines on his face get a little red. You got to be careful.
I kind of
there.
like that. I kind of
Dig that.
I dig that. I thought that was
also-
cool because he was definitely a cool crime boss. Like he's got all this luxury, but then when he snaps, he's like snapping necks, and I like
and also
that.
like
He
that
had-
one girl who has she's like her,
No head, bro.
She has no brain, but her face is.
I know
it's-
she's
I don't. Did people not like that movie?
Yes, nobody liked it because of Last Jedi,
Ah.
and it came out 2 weeks after,
Flash Shadow because of
or 2 weeks before.
what?
It's what happens when you have a great movie that comes out 6 months after, 6 months between it and the last movie, and there was really not a lot of build up. Although, who has a menu from Denny's? This guy. Thank you to Kyle Scott.
I have a solo cardboard thing right over here too.
But what was wrong with it? Though? I don't understand.
Everybody
was
hated
wrong
Last
with
Jedi, and then they just poo-pooed on it, and they didn't advertise it, and they should have waited a year.
Well, there was a big, Ron Howard had to come in and because I think Lucasfilm didn't like where
Lord and
it
Miller.
was going.
Yeah, Lord and Miller.
Exactly.
And there was a lot of things going on, and it
Ron
just,
Howard came in and did a heck of a job with that movie. Put it that way.
I like it.
You get
I think honestly,
When
if
Chewbacca rips off the arms, I'm like, yeah.
if you never watched Star Wars, I would start with Solo. I'm like, watch Solo. I think it's great.
it's not a bad movie. I
Not a
love
bad film.
L3.
Okay.
I love L3 in that movie.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I love when Chewbacca and Han are in like the kind of like Rumble Royal but mud and like.
Oh yeah, when they're doing mud wrestling. Yeah. We like
Or the
wrestling, so
Or the snowball fight.
Oh,
snowball fight's cool.
that was funny.
That's fun. Okay. Final verdict. Who truly controls the galaxy? The Force
Ooh.
users or the criminals, Greg?
Criminals.
I would agree.
Mhm.
What do you think, Trent? Do you agree with
Yeah,
that?
I agree. It's
Because there are far fewer Force users
Yes.
around.
It's like you have to find people. It's like, do you know it's
Yeah.
kind of sick? It's like I'm gonna take a 3-year-old because he has like very force like that.
Yeah.
That they have like I am abducting a child for a better use.
Abduction? Yeah, I know.
Isn't not like called kidnapping? It's like, yeah,
It was a different time.
It was a
Trent.
different time, Trent. It was a different time.
It's a different time.
It's just it's a religious sect, you know. Well, yeah.
That you really felt giving up your baby would be like, oh, this is totally fine. Yeah, what am I going to do? Am I going to argue with guys with
Yeah,
lightsabers?
and what's not? I mean, in no romantic relationships. Look what, yeah,
It's like
Qui-Gon had it right, man.
yeah. Qui-Gon had it right, bro.
Mhm.
Yeah, more things than one. Okay, real quick. I know you're going to be doing your episode, but we need to talk a half a second about Maul, Shadow Lord.
Yes.
Okay, no joke. We're a minute in, and we are standing up, just like practicing for a Han Solo. Like, yeah. So Maul has a wrestling entrance. It's so good. Like,
he's like, surprise.
surprise! And it's like he's coming out from the back, coming out of gorilla position, and just like,
Oh,
bro, I just love. I honestly. So good. Animation.
oh. It's
is-
different. No, it's different. It's a little bit different than Clone Wars.
Yeah, and even Bad Batch definitely upped the game.
Yeah.
I think
Yes.
that as that progressed, Bad Batch got so much better. And I'm just like, there's that part where, you know, they're investigating where Maul's team abducted the gold or whatever, and they're just like smoke pouring out of the bay. I'm just like, dude, that's a hard flex, because that is some good smoke, you know. But there is also like, what I really liked about my two favorite Spider-Mans are the Lord and Miller ones with Into the Spider-Verse and what's the other one? The second one.
You should know, bro.
Ugh.
It's Into the Spider-Verse and Across the Spider-Verse.
Across the Spider-Verse, yeah. And Across the Spider-Verse, Gwen's stuff is very pastel and like watercolor.
Yeah.
And I could have swore some of the backgrounds were it almost looked like paintings. Like they're like a little blurry. They're not hard edged. And I also liked his lightsaber was like Rebels. I know a lot of people don't like the Rebels skinny lightsabers. I'm a big fan because that's more Ralph McQuarrie-esque.
Mm-hmm.
But when he's slashing and they have like the
twirling effect. And it's not completely straight.
It's not completely straight. It's rugged. Oh my gosh! I was just like, dude, keep on swinging that lightsaber, brother, because
we need to see him do the twirl. Have you remember in it's in Battlefront and in Phantom Menace where he does the twirl. He spins.
Spins, yeah, but he did that cool little like off the wall thing when he was doing his Darth Vader hallway scene. I was like, gosh,
it's super
lightsabers in closed spaces. Not good for anybody on the other side, all right? You know.
But I'm sad that they in Jedi Survivor.
Oh boy, here we go. Are we having another therapy session?
No, another therapy session. They did it perfect with the combat with
Cal.
Cal with the slicing and just stormtroopers go whoop.
Yeah.
But with Survivor, it's like, oh, you get cut, you get like a little tick and you're dead already. It's like, no, I want stab, slice, but it doesn't have to be gruesome.
Okay, all right, hold on, man. Let's.
It doesn't.
I know.
No,
What
you know what I mean. Like,
yeah.
It doesn't go. It's like what's it called? A sear or whatever it's called. Like a
sear. Hey, yeah. I mean, hey, if we got Ponda Baba's arm laying on the ground, you know,
and he's crying. He's like, oh,
yeah.
Therapy.
Therapy. It's a good start. I think it's going to be a great series. We already know that it got renewed for a second season before the first frame hit Disney Plus. But
that's crazy to me.
Going back to, I mean, like this is stuff kind of happening behind the scenes, and so it's got galactic implications, but it doesn't feel like, it's not a big Star Wars, but there's so much here that they can do. I liked this. What is this? Brander Lawson, right? This is the kind of the cop. Two Boots. Yeah. You've got Richard.
Two Boots.
Like Two Boots. Richard, was it Ayada?
He's the same guy that does Zero and Mandalorian. He was in
the IT crowd.
IT crowd. I love him so much. And I was telling Trent, like, it's just these are like little things that as you pick up, like all the other droids have the visor, but he has the two like glowing eyes. I'm like, that's so cool. And then like him even saying like, "Oh, I'm just gonna have calf with you," even though he doesn't drink it. Like those are kind of like cool little droid things that just
And
I'm like, all right, I'm like A plus and plus.
yes.
I'm like in like Christmas story, A plus,
plus.
Well, you
plus,
still have
plus.
Vanessa Marshall as Rook Cass, and you've got
Yeah.
Steve Bloom that's doing in this.
Who's the
D.
hamster guy?
Bradley Baker's doing voice work in this. So you've got a lot of returning folks,
Yeah.
and
And you got the
I
Allstate
think
guy being the iguana Jedi guy, which is
the Allstate guy.
you know what I'm talking about. He's got the deep voice, black guy,
Oh yeah.
Allstate. You know.
But you know
But
who's the-
shoot,
who's the-
I think Maul had Allstate with all those crashes he was doing on the highway. I'm like, he might, it's like, or
He's got good insurance.
he's got good insurance. What's the Mayhem guy? That guy,
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Progress.
geez.
Not progressive.
not progress, not Flo. This other guy,
Not Flo.
not Flo. Yeah.
But
So
who's the guy who plays like the hamster or whatever in Bad Guys? He's got that weird, like British voice or something. He plays the guy with the robot with the two glowing eyes.
Oh yeah.
Like I realized like he's got a really
He's British.
not high. It's almost high pitch. Is it high pitch?
Yeah, he's in Bad Guys. He's the guinea pig.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
weird. He's like a Brit. Like
He's
I
a
see
Brit. Yeah, he's
I can
British.
see a British guinea pig and a British robot. I thought that would never happen, but here we are.
Here we are.
Richard Ayade, I think is the name.
He's great. Yeah.
I love
If you haven't seen Bad Guys, go see Bad Guys. It's great.
Yes.
He's a great guinny pig villain.
But
And
it's
he's
a
swole.
nice little detail.
He's swole in the second one.
He's like,
dude.
I got the buys, got the drive.
he was working out with with Stinky. He's like, ah. Yeah.
It's so stupid, like a two.
All right, so-
with absolute.
You liked it,
abs.
Greg. Let's.
I liked it, and like I said, it's in the because I think I'll be writing again for the Fantha Tracks pool reviews in addition to doing the breakfast packs on it. I think it's going to be a fun ride.
What?
Always.
Oh, yeah.
Always, that's great, dude.
It's fun. We got to I think Mark Newbold over at Fantha Tracks just takes in, and you don't have to rewrite the whole thing. You just this is what my reaction is, and then he puts it together with a bunch of folks.
Oh,
And
cool.
so and you don't know what the other person's writing, so it's it's a collection of, instead of one person going, well, this is what I think. It's like everybody gets a little, and you probably get a point that someone else didn't get. Like tomorrow, I think we're going to have Anthony King from Force Coast Conversations. And I think we're going to go back to our breakfast pack where you ask a bunch of questions.
Yeah.
We'll do all of them. We'll do both episodes together. So we're not going to drag this thing out. But
Yeah.
I think it's great that it goes down smooth, right? I think that's what the series is going to go down
It
smooth.
did. Yeah,
man.
it did. Yes, it did.
It's not going to fall apart like one of those dipped sandwiches, man. It's going to be like you got your sauce on the side.
Wow.
You can make it as saucy as you want.
Greg,
The
Greg,
comeback.
Bring it home.
Greg is a professional. Way to bring it all the way around back. To
And then
the
you go to
beef.
Culver's to celebrate. There we go. See? Boom.
And done. Finished.
Done.
Roll credits. Let's
it's
go. Let's get out of here.
By Michael Bay. By Michael Bay.
Cue like Lincoln Park and Michael Bay. Yeah. Well, we need some explosions first, but we could Greg just dropping the mic and then walking away and explosions.
See, but it says here it's time for the fun wrap up. And
Yeah,
this the whole show's been a fun wrap up. What am I saying? What am I saying?
Did we even start? I don't know. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, we
just
tried.
getting
We
started.
tried. So, okay. We've been asking our guests lately this and love to see your reaction. But what is something you are grateful for?
I loved this question. And it came in the middle as almost like something out of Star Trek 4, where the computer's going to Spock, like, how do you feel? And Spock's going, what? It just comes out of nowhere, just like that quote. Because we're also going back to 1980. We're going back to the 80s in this episode. I am grateful that I know so many more people now than when I started
Interesting.
doing this. You figure you're starting a podcast, you're starting a blog, and you're just kind of by yourself. And not only with the folks that I've met online, the folks I have met doing podcasts, and people I've met in person. I mean, when we go to C2 now, it's a whole different bag, because you could go there and have an experience where you don't really talk to anybody other than $15. Okay. So I am very grateful that this community is there, because every day you're interacting with these folks, and on some occasions you just get a chance to meet them and see. We've watched Trent kind of grow up and get bigger and bigger gonks every year, and that's really strange to say. But I get to see Todd's outfit get scruffier
Yeah.
every year, but it's fun.
Yeah,
When I go to C2 and I see that,
that's awesome. Yeah,
that's what I'm grateful for.
Sorry,
Yeah.
my sister's here. She.
Yeah. I think Star Wars is like obviously about family, and then the bloodline obviously is one part of it, but it's also your found friends, and I
friends
would
and family.
concur with that as like meeting people and hanging out. And I do regret something though, Greg. We missed another photo opportunity.
What?
I should have been holding your cards. Buy the wanted poster, because that stuff is hot and it's worth at least 80,000 credits. At least that's what it was on the board, So
Joliet Star Wars Day is not that far away, my friends, and they're
I
back
know.
at the library.
Yeah, back at the library. No baseball stadium this time.
That was horrible.
It's gonna be a much better parade this year. I could see Trent's about ready to go off like, and another thing.
And another
hey,
thing.
We went on way too many tangents. Yeah, but it's back in the library, so there you go.
It just didn't feel like it. It just.
I know.
It didn't feel
I know.
original.
It was still under construction. The Death Star wasn't fully complete. So.
Yeah.
But what do you think? I mean, they draw over 10,000 people. I think and you go, and plus it's the largest gathering of the Midwest. 501st and all the groups and stuff like that, and they're doing it and we get it in our backyard. I mean, yeah, you're a little closer, Manhattan to Joliet than I am, but I'm telling you, it's just like, it's something great and it's free, and you can go
free.
And you can spend
it's free.
You can go there and get some stuff. And so I'm excited. There's going to be more stuff back in the museum, and the library's going to be open, and you're going to have stuff. And even if it rains, it would be more cover, so we get inside. But I'm like, man, to see that parade start up, was it Chicago Street, and then go and then turn the corner.
Yeah, and great. now you know where the route is. The primo spot, brother.
Yes.
Yeah.
Get that thing up on YouTube and turn the volume down when the someone blasts the official song, so I don't get a flag on YouTube this year.
Right, exactly.
Oops.
Exactly.
It would be fun if I got my scout
by
Joliet. That would be.
It could happen. Well, I don't know. We'll see. Okay. A boy can dream. A boy can dream. Yeah. Yeah. So we did the gonk because he was growing out of his Jawa, too tall, and then
gonk. I am like
gonk. Yeah. Speaking about
I'm
stinky,
like hitting lat flexes in there.
You're like, Dad, I'm too big for the gonk now.
No,
I'm just so wide. I'm just
I'm hitting I'm trying to hit like this the whole time, or if I try, I'm hitting like a partial lat flex. It's like, oh.
Okay, Arnold, slow down over there.
You see, son, when your storage container gets too big, then it's time that we have this discussion.
Yeah, exactly.
Father, son, container.
Exactly. I guess you got to get out of the storage container now, or whatever. So
hey, it's time to go full. Get this kid a outfit to do start with the text scanner, because that's what I am eventually thinking about. I'm like, I think I'm going to get some off the shelf stuff. Get an Imperial hat. Get those.
Dude, you just gotta get those. Yeah. Get some comfy pants and let's go, man.
And then spend a lot of money on
He wants to be
boots.
a biker scout, so he wants to wear the space diaper and sit down.
And sit down?
And see. And actually see.
And see, because you can flip it up. Boop.
Yeah.
That's true.
And drink really quick.
Yeah, you get your Culver's, your dip beef sandwich, and go right back in.
All dribbling down the front arbor.
And goes down to the,
And then it looks weathered.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, no, it's not au jus. It's weathering.
It's weathering. So, hey, so Greg, where can people find you?
All righty. Well, if you're into this kind of stuff, you can go to the Rebel Base Guard on all the socials. It'd be Instagram, X, Blue Sky. I do some Substack once in a great while. You can find the podcast on YouTube, as well as if I had to show some video. I threw up some stuff from C2 and it got a little bit of traction. I'm happy about that.
Nice.
I always got to remember to take more video like I do with the parades and not include the original audio, so that way I don't get flagged. But yeah, and then all month long
therapy session. He's like triggered.
One time I go viral and there's a mark on my video, and you go,
why is that?
Because
people's voices.
Yeah, they don't want the original. Knows. Like, it's so silly, but like basically, if you take down the original audio and you put in a song on Instagram, that's okay. But if you're recording something, they flag it.
They're like,
Even if you
cannot
had
do
it going
that.
on in the background, like I've had a movie going on, like let's say I had Return of the Jedi going on in the background, and I'm recording a podcast or something, and you get some dead space, and it picks that up. It's smart enough to flag that and go, hey, look,
It's
I
like,
know.
there's some
you
stuff here.
cannot do that.
Yeah.
It's like, that's the one thing, like, technology is like, it can be a blessing and a curse. It's like,
Yes.
and there's certain stuff like, can I just not log in really quick, or like not like if I'm trying to do something,
Okay.
it's like I need your email, social security, your bank account, your info, your ID, how old are you, tall, how wide your feet. Like, I don't care.
I just want to watch this stupid cat video. Okay.
I just want to watch something, man.
Well, we had fun. I hope, Greg, you had fun.
I had a blast.
It was good. So you can find us also on the socials, Big T Little T podcast on the Insta and the Twitch and the Blue Sky, all that stuff. And we got stickers. We got new stickers. So if you have a comment about Darth Maul, drop us an email at bigtlittlepodcast@gmail.com. Tell us what you think about.
Greg needs those stickers because you never know where those stickers end up. And I ran out of stickers.
I had some new swag, bro.
We forgot to put the sticker on the last day.
Well, I have to go back. Just go back.
And just
yeah.
We gotta go back, Jack.
Yeah, we tagged something in the Cormac place and we were in and we saw it, right?
I know, like
that's our ticket.
That's us.
That's us. Yeah. I have some new stickers off.
We just put one in every.
I'll save some. I got buttons too, bro. So
all right.
I'll say it. You didn't give any
Save
of that
some
to Greg?
swag for Joliet.
I did, didn't I?
Unbelievable.
No, I didn't have any swag. You didn't.
It was on the bar. It was at the bar. Yeah.
My bad.
Oops.
I mean, that just makes sense.
A lot of this, like Book of Boba Fett. All right. Well, let's wrap this up. So next week, guess what? We're gonna be talking about Darth Maul, and we get a twofer. It's a twofer.
I don't like how they don't time drop it.
So it's interesting. They kind of do on the Mando drop instead of like Ahsoka was like at 8:00 Central or whatever. Now they're just dropping it at like 2 a.m. or something. And that's what they did with Mando. So we're just gonna stay up all night.
No, just Sam Witwer like watching his own TV show. Do you think he will?
Oh, of course, he's a nerd. He would. Yeah, I mean, just like anything else, they don't see the final product until pretty much
the end.
Yeah. So
it's just
and they record that stuff like so far in advance. So
he's always eating apples when he's doing it. Like to have the voice for.
Yeah.
Darth
Okay.
Maul.
We're gonna wrap up. You can talk about Sam Witwer's apples later. Okay. We got a guest here. Jeez, nice.
My bad.
Yeah. Thanks again, Greg, for coming on the show. So now remember,
truly wonderful the mind of a child is.
And may the force be with you always.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Recording. All right. Thank you, lady.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. You ready?
Yep.
Okay. Greg's ready. We're all ready.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Here we go. Woo!